What up, everybody? How y'all doing out there in Dum Dum Land, where the average American citizen, the average human being, just keeps getting dumber and dumber and dumber? Where common sense does not reside in the minds of many. Certain things, common sense would be, let's say, what are we facing now that doesn't make any sense, but the sheep will somehow make it seem like it makes a whole lot of sense. Oh, here it is. I want you to, in your personal life, without getting all emotional, because you think a billion, quadrillion people died from something, I want you to tell me personally how many people you know who have caught the boogeyman and who have died from the boogeyman. That somehow keeps getting more rampant every time you turn the corner. Every time your child flips that page in his indoctrinated school book, it's getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. But somehow you can't find a packed ER room anywhere. Not in your city, the next city over, the next city over after that. You can't find not one family member who has this thing. And if they do, you don't even know if they really have it or not. And then you'll jump up on your news, you'll jump up on your mainstream media and listen to the next thing. Oh, did you guys hear they're coming out with another one? It's probably gonna be the super. I told y'all. Remember what was it? The not the Delta. What's the other airline? I keep forgetting it. American. This is probably gonna be the America Airlines virus. They gave us the Delta. I mean, you people, not you people all who listen to me or listen to the things that I talk about and say the same things. Not you people. But you people know who I'm talking about because they're usually in your family or your friends and stuff, because I had the same problem. And it's so funny because this one girl, somebody asked me the other day, a lot of people asked me, they're like, are your family members this woke, or do people know the things that do people in your everyday life know what you do and know, like, what you're about and things like that? And this person was shocked to hear, just like everybody else is shocked to hear when I tell them. But people in my everyday life treat me just like they treat you in your everyday life. Meaning, they think I'm crazy, don't know what I'm talking about, I'm a conspiracy theorist, and so and so, because while they sit in front of their television sets all day long, and then are indoctrinated by their radios and their gas station intercoms and Walmart intercoms and stuff like that, I'm in my room reading about what these people are telling us about. I'm in here reading the WHO documents that tell us what this is really all about. I'm in here doing everything I can to stay away from the people that they listen to. My mom, my dad, my sisters, everybody. They think don't know what I'm talking about, because and literally, y'all, it's because of who I am, how I sound, how I talk, how I'm me, and I'm not somebody fake when I get on here, have a little intro like everybody else or whatever, because I'm me. Now, if I were to grow up in if I would have had a different background, I'm not saying I had a bad background, but if I had a more uppity scale, stuck up, snooty, two shoes, whatever you call it, type attitude, and I went to a school for so and so years, and like my sister did, even though she still can't find a job, she done graduated from college with her master's degree, she still can't find a job. If I had that title, then they would believe me. That's how deep the indoctrination goes. They got everybody from their personal doctors to their nurses to and these people don't know what's going on. And this is the thing, people give way too much credit to people with titles. They give way too much credit to people like judges and stuff. They give way too much credit to somebody because they are a police officer. That has nothing to do with what that person knows, what they stand for, and if they know what they're talking about, or if they're just repeating the party line. I don't know what a lot of people don't get about this. This world is 100% totally fake. And not the Matrix as in, you know, the glitch in the system and all that other sci-fi stupid shit that people like to talk about. But really is not, another thing I wanted to talk about, really none of that stuff is true. I guess this is just a heart-to-heart tonight. But might as well do it because I've been needing to do it for a while. You guys know they've been banning me. They've been doing whatever to me. And I guess it is time for one of those talks. I had a lot of these on my old channel that they terminated. And I'm just sick of it. Really am. For to see so many grown-ups bow their head to somebody to tell them something childish that they have to do when they really don't, by law, constitutionally, still bow their head and say, yeah, okay, fine, yeah, all right, and then try to disgrace somebody else or look at somebody else like they're a disgrace because they make a personal choice like not wearing a muzzle or something like that. And let me show you how much Americans really care about each other and really care about other people. Some of these people will look at you like you're a disease, walking germ disease, and when you have a medical condition and you physically cannot wear something. They don't care, but they care about everybody, right? It's all about you and me and us and I and togetherness. It's a bunch of bullshit, is what it is. This is why a lot of these new agers don't like me. This is why a lot of my so-called friends don't like me, but I don't even really have any friends, point blank, period. So if you're going to get emotional about the things I say when it comes to race, little alien imaginary friends and stuff like that, and correcting you about things you don't know about Cooper, I'm gonna let you know you might as well get away from all of my channels. And the reason why I made this channel, and I said it on my last channel that was terminated, or the reason why I do these talks is to let you know what's going on. So many people were like, well, I didn't know you were so-and-so. Not to be mean to these people, but that's the whole reason why I was doing my talks in the first place. It wasn't just me running my mouth for no reason. That's what they do on Twitter, Instagram. When I run my mouth, I talk about something meaningful. That's why I say go to the other channels. That's why I say support the cause, because I'm trying to make a movement where people are, I'm getting people together who are this strong-minded and not in that little pansy mind state that we have to do what the government tells us to do when we don't have to do shit that they tell us to do. Wish I had all my other heart-to-hearts that I had with you guys for those things. But let's talk about some stuff too, since we're on here. A lot of you guys are not gonna like probably the next coming lives and a lot of the shows I do, because there's a lot of stuff that I really need to nip in the bud, or whatever. I don't know how the saying goes, but and set it straight now with all you people. Matter of fact, let me show you guys what I see. Do you see what? Oh, I hope I didn't cover the mic. Sorry, I don't know if my hand was over the mic. Damn it. But look. No, not this channel. I'm gonna go to some channels, just show you the stupid stuff that people say and that they think that they know things that they don't know. Let's take this whole alien UFO community, for example. The ufology community and stuff like that. The people who they are trying to. Cooper used to be a part of the ufology movement. Once he figured out the truth about what was going on with aliens and stuff like that, and it was all fake and a hoax, he tried to tell everybody, and he lost followers. People, just like I'm going to probably lose a lot of you guys after this, which it really don't matter, because like I said, I want strong-minded people on my team. He lost a lot of people when he woke up out of Fantasyland, because remember, he used to believe this too, and he tried to tell them, but of course they didn't. They wanted to get all mad because nobody doesn't want to feed into their little imaginary Hollywood the truth is out there bullshit about their imaginary friends, and they turn their backs on Cooper and stop supporting him. That's why he was like financially and stuff like that, and like the ditch and stuff like that, until people started actually helping him, I guess. And he said it was people he didn't even know, which is crazy, because some of you guys do that too. And something I want to say is that thank you guys that do support this channel, because you supported me more than like a lot of my friends and a lot of my family have been supporting me. I mean, you people are from all the way over in China and different countries telling me what, that you like the work and all this stuff, and I'm glad to hear from you guys. All right, here's another one. You can hear the helicopters, right? There's this thing, another guy made this point about this whole Olympic game thing. Remember when Cooper did a broadcast at Area 51, not a broadcast, Project Red Light 1 and 2, he did at Groom Lake, Area 51 or whatever you want to call it. And so he did a lot of sightseeing and recording, and as far as he could get, because security was on him, of course. But he knew if you ever go out and do stuff like that, you should know. Just like the real auditors, not the frauditors are doing, but the real auditors, he checked out like where he was allowed to go and where he wasn't allowed to go, and he recorded a bunch of activity that was going on down there, right? And one of the activities that he had recorded was what looked like a spacecraft, and it was being assisted by helicopters.
Did you see the ending of the Olympic Games in 1984?
Yes.
You should get a tape of the closing ceremony.
And I was on the wrong video. Sorry, just stick with me. Again, because I want to...
You're dead!
I call them weirdos at this point. I want to believe. They believe in aliens like I used to believe I was Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. WWF style Attitude Era. I tell you, to ask someone, like, show me a picture. Can you show me some kind of proof? No, you just have to know exists. You just have to know in your gut feeling. Let's wait for his gut feeling to kick it. All right, so here it is. Like, we got all day to wait around for his gut feeling to kick in before we can finally learn the truth about aliens. His spiritual.
It's not only cold in the desert, but it's very lonely. I usually take my shortwave radio and listen to Radio Free America whenever it's possible. What you're seeing off in the distance are flares. These are not the UFO-type craft. These are not the saucer or disc-shaped craft that people call UFOs. These are flares. Again, if you look closely, you can see the smoke trail above the flares. Remember, you've seen the brightest star in the sky, you've seen headlights, you've seen flares. Later in this video, you'll see the brightest planet, in fact the only planet we could find in the sky on these dark nights that we were there, moonless, freezing cold, the planet Jupiter. We wanted to make sure that you could see everything that people could possibly say was being confused with this craft that we're filming. This is the planet Jupiter. If you look very closely, you can see two of the moons. We were able to see the moons very clearly through the lens. Now, Jupiter has many more moons than two, but on this night, two were all that we were able to see. Notice it's not moving. Notice that Sirius didn't move, although it did flicker. The headlights moved, but they were below the mountains. This is what we came to film. This is the most incredible flying machine that I have ever seen in my life. You will see this craft on this night make maneuvers that, according to the laws of physics, are absolutely impossible to make. Now, through the binoculars, this looks like a metal-skinned craft, but the entire skin of the craft glows. What you just saw there was not the craft, it was an attempt to bring it into better focus. When you see extremely rapid horizontal movements like that, it is us moving the camera to keep it in the frame. We never move the camera vertically, never. You just saw the craft do something that we witnessed on many occasions. It literally disappears from the sky. Through the binoculars, you can see absolutely nothing there.
Okay, so the full video is Project Red Light 1. This is either 1 or 2, but this is on my channel that is specifically on the whole UFO ET subject. And if any of you guys who are want us to use our mind and tap, people think you can go into different dimensions with your mind and it's all powerful and you're that strong. I just wish I had those type of that type of imagination. But the difference between you and me is if I really thought that was true, I would do it, and I wouldn't just sit here and just be telling everybody about how they can do it. But I myself cannot do it. But somehow you guys can make that make sense too. Any one of you guys can prove aliens or real UFOs outside of the technology that is not of human origin. I promise to God, I'll give you at least $200. I know you got a PayPal or GoFundMe or something of my own money. You give me solid proof, I will give you $200. That'll be your reward. You can put it in this, for all you Lulus and Lalas and freaks and people who still want to be 12 years old and think that we're getting closer and closer and closer and closer to this alien life, but you still can't find it. But you know it's there. If you can prove it, I'll give you $200. And if you know me, or man of my word, or all my channels, I'll give you $200. Look, they won't prove it, y'all, but they'll get offended that I said that and just get all mad and then like go and follow the channel or something. Instead of just proving me wrong, right, and shutting me up when they can just go and prove it. That's today's universal knowledge. The thumbs down button, fill up the comment box, links to other videos, getting mad. That emotions that makes people right versus the truth. Oh my goodness. People's emotions rule the world. We have a court of emotions and feelings and a court of a court of mandates now. That's the total, what people believe now, the majority, that's the total definition of what you call dumbing down America. But they all swear up and down they're patriots and what am I doing? I'm just sitting here talking. Oh yeah, because that was the thing that I wasn't trying to show you guys. But I wanted you to see that type of technology existed a long time ago. But the one I was trying to show you might not be on this channel. Dang it. I thought I uploaded it right. Well, anyway, I'll link the video. It's Project Red Light, either 1 or 2. But in the video is him recording what it looks like to be some kind of craft, but it's assisted by helicopters. And the reason why I say that, because these dudes who really literally want their imaginary friends to exist, they'll say stuff like, you can hear the helicopters in the background. But if you go watch I'll put the video in there and you'll see that they use helicopters to escort these things. I don't know why or what goes wrong. And then not only that, you can put the sounds through the speakers. But even if it wasn't, that's not even a big deal. They'll make that into a big deal instead of seeing the big picture that somebody could be wrong at one point or another. Again, that is these new age wannabe philosophers. They all got their own channels. They got lives like this, but they just talk about bullshit. And their channels are filled with nothing really educational and nothing really but their opinion. There's a difference between your opinion and what you can prove. I have a lot of opinions, but I don't post my opinions. I post what can be proven, then I show you my work on the channel. You can't do that. Don't fill up my comment boxes. Trying to go back and forth with a war of words because it ain't gonna work. Because I'll just get on here, show everybody what you're talking about, and then just to disprove it. So you can call that cocky. You can call that he think you know everything. Whatever. You're gonna say whatever you can to make yourself seem right. I already know that. That's the new age philosophy. Sick of dealing with kids. This planet full of grown ass children. And then what? Those of you who think Cooper was a Mason, again, I'll give you $200 too. Now, I ain't a rich man though, but I'll give you $200 if you can prove that Cooper was a Mason. If you can prove that he is Jordan now faked his death and now living as Jordan Maxwell, I will give you $100. I'll give you $1,000 if you can prove that. I don't care if I got to make payments. Oh my goodness. Like, how do we get to this point in history where people are just so dumb they just believe the silliest stuff? Oh, there's a war on the border. We're being invaded. We might possibly be invaded in the future, because CNN tells us that, we're picking fights with other countries and all this other bullshit. We're picking fights with other countries and this, that, and the third, but everybody's a part of the UN. Every country is a part of the UN, but we're, they're doing something worse than what we're doing over here. And that's another thing I want to talk to you about, though. The fake patriots who get mad when people say that about other countries. Before you go talk about somebody else's country, how about we fix what's going on in this country? How about we take responsibilities for every single war we started to go rob other countries of their natural resources? Oh, because we didn't really go over there for that, right? We went over there because they had a terrorist attack over here, so we had to go over there. We were helping them. We were protecting our country. Until it comes to protecting your country against domestic enemies. The oath they swore, y'all. That they were going to protect this country against all enemies, foreign and domestic. All the dead vets that they're disrespecting by telling you you don't have a right to walk around freely in America. That's why I don't celebrate the holidays anymore. You got the same people who will tell you you can't even sneeze around somebody, and you can't do this, you can't do all this stuff, but they'll still let their child go out and go trick-or-treating and get candy from random strangers. Doublethink, 1984. And what makes these people so insane is social distancing. Like in 1984, they're talking about two opposites, two things, two contrary beliefs or definitions or words or whatever that one person can hold in their mind and still make them both make sense. It was in 1984, George Orwell's book, and it was called Doublethink or Doublespeak. Doublespeak is when they said it, and doublethink is when your dumb ass thinks that actually makes sense. We are together, apart. We are social distancing. We're too stupid to know where 6 feet is. Put a sticker on the ground. Walmart. Help us out here. Throw us a lifeline. We got grown-ups who would have that type of treatment from the government, basically saying, hey, little kid, stand here, go there. And they don't have a problem with that. But they have a problem with someone like me telling you that I have a right not to do that bullshit. Lord, have mercy. Well, there's some other subjects that I wanted to cover too, but I think I pretty much said what I had to say. This was just a test, and then I ended up just talking through it. But I think I'm about to go back to uploading some more Cooper stuff. So yeah, you dudes, we're all mad. My stalkers, before I leave, I'm gonna give you a little shout out. Every time you make your little one-liners, every time you hit that little thumbs down button, and every time, try to stalk and try to say somebody was doing something, all I'm going to do is come right behind you and clear it up and make you look like a total jackass. Because the difference between me or you and I and you, however, be politically correct grammar if you want, is I don't talk about things that I don't know about. I don't open my mouth about anything that I have not studied personally. I know a lot of you don't understand that type of logic because you just, your beliefs are more important than the truth. What you believe is more important than whatever, than letting everybody get a fair insight into whatever it is you're talking about. That's the difference. You're emotionally invested into your aliens. You're emotionally invested into your little lizard people, your presidents, your groups, ABCDEFG community, BLM, all fraud organizations and groups keeping you fighting with each other. That's the difference between us. You hear something on CNN and it boils your blood because you don't know that it's 100% fake. If it ain't 100% fake and it's 100% true, it was only showed to you to follow an agenda that you apparently are so smart you don't know anything about. But you'll come up to me, talk to me how you know the tactics of mainstream media, you know the divide and conquer, you know shills, but you still listen to people like David Icke, Alex Jones, Jordan Maxwell, all people who are admitted Masons or a part of the mystery schools. Art Bell, y'all, and look, they're not mad that that these guys that they worship and love and you tell me a little bit of truth. They're not mad that they are telling them a little bit of truth to con them because they're shills. They're mad that I told them that is exactly what they are. So yeah, I like talking too. So any debate, anytime you guys want to have an open debate, like I said, I just don't know how to set it up. Email me, text me. I mean, like on here, not on my personal phone. But if you really want to do like a little call thing, and maybe we could work better or something, maybe you can call me or something. We can have a conversation because I'm not running from nobody. But if you think I'm gonna waste my time in the comment section with you clowns, all you're gonna do is just make me do more. And then every time I read your comments, I'm gonna upload another video, or I already have like 100 videos in the waiting right now, and they're private. Every time I read your junk, I'll be looking at it and I hit that evil. I read the comment and then I do a evil laugh inside. I feel good and hearty. I just chuckle and I'm like, oh. And then I hit public and make another and upload another video on that. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. This is just me doing nothing. But it's time to get off of here. But before I do, I'm gonna give you a little. I'm gonna give you a little. I'm gonna leave you with a little something. Maybe not. I was gonna leave you with your little a song, a little alien song, but look, there's deer. You hear that? That's deer. Oh, you can't see anyway. I forgot. So yeah, I'll just leave you with my evil laugh then, I guess. Oh, life is good, ain't it? Power to the people.